For our next guest on Inalienable and Free, 1994 was a year that unleashed a horror that to her and to the rest of the world was on a scale that was beyond recognition. In 100 days, the meticulous slaughter of 800,000 Tutsis by the Hutu population was viciously implemented in a rampage of murder, torture, and rape, while the political and media world stood largely silent. Former friends and neighbors often callously stood by or participated in an unforgiving violence fueled by years of political and cultural manipulation. My guest, Consolee Nishimwe, was a witness to this and has authored a book called Tested to the Limit, a genocide survivor's story of pain, resilience, and hope. Here's what she said at the UN celebration of Happiness Day.
As we mark this important day, we need to be grateful to be alive. Let us all treasure each moment we spend here on earth and find peace and happiness in that all we do. I'm originally from Rwanda, the country of Thousand Hills. I shared a happy childhood with my parents and 4 siblings until the age of 14, but my life almost overnight changed when a genocide was perpetrated against my Tutsi tribe in 1994. I was the oldest among my siblings, but at that tender age, I never imagined that I would experience such a terrible genocide, one of the most worst in history. My childhood happiness was transformed in sheer horror, fear, pain, and anything else that can be considered traumatic and unpleasant. Throwing my mind back to that period in 1994, I remember hearing the horrible messages on the national radio calling the Hutus to kill their own neighbors, Tutsis, describing as cockroaches. I found myself together with my parents, siblings, and many other Tutsis fleeing from our homes, seeking place to hide, while witnessing the brutal of many Tutsis around with machetes, clubs, and other weapons along the way. We hid under very difficult circumstances during the 3 months spent in hiding, and I saw my father, my brothers, and other family members mercilessly killed along the way with others. And some our so-called friends and neighbors turned their back to us when we went to ask for refuge. We were fearful for our lives as death appeared almost certain every day. It was virtually impossible for me to be happy during the 3 months. For while kids at my age in other parts in the world were going about their normal lives, I was fighting minute by minute to avoid being killed simply for being Tutsi. To compound my unhappiness, I was raped and infected with HIV. Through faith, prayers, my mom, sister, and I survived until the country was liberated by the rebel army, which is now the Rwandan Patriotic Army. After going through such terrible atrocities and the pain I carried within, it took me several days, years, before I could experience true happiness again. By nature, I am a happy person, so I never gave up hope and pushed myself to overcome the pain and be happy again. I realized that in order for me to live a healthy, happy, and fulfilling life, despite all the things I've endured, I should not try to carry any anger or hatred within me. I strived to be happy again and to feel that life was still worth living. So My daily practice ever since has been to wake up each day being grateful for my life and to pray and entertain only positive thoughts that brings me happiness, transcends throughout my inner self, and is the best thing for my well-being. I wish you all happiness. Thank you.
Join us for a truly one-of-a-kind interview with a woman who transformed her life through forgiveness and divine optimism, Consolee Nishimwe.